Hello. In this video, we're going to show you how to set up a Zoom meeting, how to set up a Zoom recurring meeting, and how to share the links to that meeting. So in EPISD, in order to schedule a meeting on the website, we need to go to episd-org.zoom.us. And this is a website that you should be seeing when you go to that link. To set up a meeting, we will click on sign in. You might have to sign in with your EPISD credentials. If you have been here recently, it should remember your sign in, but remember it's your email and password for your EPISD to sign in. Now, to set up, this is where you're going to see the meetings that you have coming up, but to set up a new meeting, you're going to click on schedule a meeting. Okay, so you're going to give it a title, Coffee with the Council. Okay, you're going to give it a description. This is where we will meet every first Friday of the month. All right, so you can set up a date here and then have to create one every single time, or even better, I can just make this a recurring meeting and tell it when I want it to start and when I want it to end. So I want it to be a monthly meeting every month, and I want it to be on the first Friday. So you have various options. It can be on the 12th of the month, it can be on whatever day, or you can select a specific weekday or day of the month. So this is going to be on the first Friday of the month. And then I can select when it's going to end. So I might want to end this in June versus July, and maybe June 4th is the last meeting. Okay. Now, other things you have on here, you have requirements, you have passcodes. I may not want to do a passcode, but that's up to you. You can definitely share that passcode. But if I don't do a passcode, or if I do a passcode, either way, I should have a waiting room. Okay, so that's important so that you can check who's coming in and you can decide whether to let them in or not. Okay, so that's going to be important. Don't require authentication, especially if you're going to be using this room with people who don't have a Zoom account, or your students who haven't logged into their EPISD Zoom account. If you do that, people that don't have an account will not be able to come into your room. Okay. Like always, you can decide whether the host is going to have their video on, participant. Now, if you're going to run this and you obviously want them to see you, so your host video will come on automatically. It's up to you if you want participant video on or off. I usually say off for participants, but then they will have the option to turn it on if they wish. Audio is always going to be to both. I'm not going to allow participants to join at any time. I want to be there before they start joining, so I will not check this off. And it's up to you if you want to mute participants upon entry. So I usually select this, but they can always unmute. And in the actual meeting, you can actually set it up where they cannot unmute themselves. Okay. If you want to record the meeting automatically so that you can post it later on in Schoology, you can definitely select that. And I would suggest, and that's, this is a setting, there's a video on how to turn on the cloud recording. I would suggest the cloud recording because it will not take up space on your computer. Okay. If you have somebody else that that you want joining as a host to monitor chats, to monitor behavior issues and stuff like that, you can definitely add them in there. So I could add my assistant principal, my principal, and whoever is helping you host this meeting. You can definitely add them by email. When they will get an email, they will be able to go into your meeting with the host options, and you click save, and now you have your meeting. All you need here to share is this link right here, and you can copy paste that link and put it into Schoology so that your parents, your students, whoever it is you want to join can join. Notice you have the waiting room on, so when they come in, they will go into the waiting room. You will get a notification that they are in the waiting room, so that you can let them in. Highly recommend if you're going to use this meeting constantly to do a recurring meeting, so that you have that option to use the same link every single time.